What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is a momentous occasion. We have been waiting for this game for a very long time, like years before it was ever announced. Every year it came around E3, I was thinking, where is Alan Wake 2? I want to see Alan Wake 2. It was a pipe dream and now it's here. So over the last couple of weeks, I'd say I've replayed through Alan Wake Remastered. I've played the DLC, The Writer and the Signal, then American Nightmare, and then the Control DLC again. So I've been through the whole collection of Alan Wake memorabilia, and hopefully we're ready to take in this story and see where it goes. Yeah, this is the PC version. I've just had obviously I skipped the cutscene, went to the first second of gameplay just to check if it's running okay, and it seems to be okay. So yeah, I cannot wait for this. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this. Not sure if I'm gonna do a full playthrough of this. This is gonna be just sort of first hour, first impressions, so you guys can get the gist of what the game is, and yeah, how many things I enjoy about it. So let's get into it. So Alan Wake 2, we're finally here. Let's do this. Let's go on normal difficulty. I cannot wait for this, especially after replaying everything and just learning all the story and stuff again. So let's go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
You guys know that I did the Twin Peaks reactions. I love Twin Peaks. I'm getting the exact same feeling as when The Return came back all those years after.
There are only victims and monsters, and the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
Genuinely got goosebumps.
And monsters wear many faces.
We're back at Bright Falls. Like I said, I have loaded up the save, so I've seen the very first shot of gameplay, which is very bizarre, but you'll soon see. Yeah. Hairy naked dude. Orphan of causes washed up. What a very first intro scene, so seamlessly into gameplay there. So I don't know who this is, but straight away it gives me Twin Peaks, The Return vibes of the naked body they find in the hotel room. So yeah. I don't know who this is. If it's Alan, he's definitely packed on some timber. So we've just washed up in Bright Falls. Is this Cauldron Lake? Oh man. Oh man, I can't wait for this. Looks amazing. So this is the PC version, so you should be able to see some of this ray trace goodness when we get into it. Whoever they are, they're leaving me. I'd probably do the same if I was wandering through the woods late at night and saw a naked fat dude walk out of the ocean. Well, out of the lake. Ocean lake. Oh, what was that? There's voices everywhere. Oh man, look at that foliage. Bendy trees. There's little creeks in the woods all around me. I'm getting pretty freaked out. Oh my... Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting jump scares this early in the game. Or at all. Don't know what that was. Looked like Alan Wake. Was that Mr. Scratch? Whatever it was, it scared the hell out of me. This place is not safe. They really are going on with the survival horror vibes, right? I can sprint, finally. I hope we don't get demonetized for nudity. Oh. Okay, dude's wearing an animal face, like a cultist or something. Okay, let's just get out of these woods, right? It's clearly one of the Taken, right? Can't quite make that out, but I'm gonna guess it's Bright Falls map. There's light, right? We know to walk into the light. Are they good guys or bad guys though? That is the question. Let's sing there. Oh god. This is grim. Pull up the tree. This is some trippy stuff.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Very story. I don't know if that's part design. I don't think it is. Well, it's one way to start a game, right? Full frontal nudity, yeah. Well, whose story is this? I'm in. Oh, that music. Chills. I'm getting tough nipples in my Night Springs t-shirt after this.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
Resident Evil 7 vibes.
Good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Night Springs just makes me want to go and watch the Twilight
This is
Zone.
what happens when you go on
I've never
road
actually
trips,
seen
Mom.
the old version.
Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Cauldron Lake.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Wow. The graphics are stunning.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Mr. Lake.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Voice is up. It's not a Max Payne voice.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead.
There's a bit of
Me as
audio
the
lag.
backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Screenplay by Sam Lake and Clay Murphy. So, I mean,
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
I don't want to get into too much speculation early on, but let's wait till the cutscene ends and then we'll talk.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car.
Oh, it's
so where's the
gameplay.
deputy?
That looks unreal.
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1 invitation. So, yeah. Let's see. So, obviously, dude's played by Sam Lake.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Sam Lake played in
I should take a look at that
the
map.
trailer for Alex Casey, fictional character written by Alan Wake, who is essentially his Max Payne. Sam Lake is the face of Max Payne, is the voice Max Payne. Is this Alex Casey? Is this Max Payne? I don't know. There were notes in Control about Alex Casey being the one looking for Alan Wake, which was weird to them. So let's get into it and just see. Okay, we got a map. So Cauldron Lake Campgrounds. That's us. We got rental cabins, Boney Leg Path, general store, Witch's Hut, Witch's Ladle, the Profile Hills. Okay, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. So goals: get to the crime scene and find the deputies. Mind Place, Cauldron Lake. Okay.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Bright Falls Sheriff. So we're from Bright Falls.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here.
Cauldron Lake rental cabins.
Hey there.
I don't want to miss any
Agent
like
Casey, right?
cool items. Agent Casey.
Sheriff Raker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
So this is Alex Casey, right? So he's been fictionally made up by Alan Wake, right?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
So
Federal
yeah,
agents right here.
I'm trying to figure out if Alan has constructed
My
this story.
partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I can use a briefing. Any witnesses to the crime? Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Let's take a look at the body. Let's use the briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be well,
Inside.
You know, inside.
Let's see it for ourselves, right?
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay, here we go. Let's go find us a dead body.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Palace. Okay.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Okay,
Facts are
so
on board.
we've got this sort of mined office where we have all the clues composed. Case board, here we go.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Okay, so we can move around and look around and look at certain things. So let's go right to the start, right? Previous murders. Series of murders occurred around town of Bright Falls. Finding connection. Okay, so murder method. Bloating, only commonality in bodies, not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on legs and wrists, so they've been bound maybe. Heart cut out. All bodies bloating, so they've been in the water, or they're in the water afterwards. Killer profile, post-mortem tattooing of the body. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. The chest trauma resembles animal butchery. Okay. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. And this is present day, so they've been gone for what, 10 plus years. Dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising. Wendy, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed. So is he the one we just saw? Okay. So it looks like that's it for now in our Mind Palace. So a quick look around, see what we have in there as well. So just underneath where my webcam is, you press Y to get your goals up, and it basically gives you your objectives, which mine is meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. So that must be either us or our daughter, maybe. There's a happy birthday, maybe, in work with Alex, so they must be quite close partners. Plenty of coffee there.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
I don't want to miss any collectibles in this game, so I don't know if there are pages or diaries or anything
Hey, Casey.
like that.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
So we're basically the Will Graham of this story with our Mind Palace and figuring out the clues. I like it.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak. I've probably read a lot of this in the last couple of weeks in the first game. Because we have been to a lot of these locations, I guess.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
So I guess this is where a naked dude was running through. Cauldron Lake Campground. Let's not get too distracted. There must be... He must show us collectibles before we actually find them. To give us an idea that we're looking for them, so we won't get too off the track at this beginning part.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
He was naked. Oh man, this game looks awesome.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Let's see this guy. See who he is then. What's his name? Oh, look at that. Atmosphere on that. God rays. General store. This is a general store.
Hey!
Out here in the woods.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Right, we're gonna need that lantern at some point, I imagine.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the
Just laid
UFO
on.
cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Basically Mulder and Scully, right?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
In this style of game, I feel like an X-Files game could actually be really cool. Oh,
Now,
here
this
we
is
go.
the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know,
think we're going to be able to monetize
procedures
this
and
one.
Stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our
Oh,
guest
grim.
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
So, do we go into...
Ritualistic.
No. Allow Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected on the case board. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image begins a new line of the investigation. Okay, that's cool. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect time. I need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Investigate the crime scene. So we pretty much had a look at that, so it's... We haven't got anything just yet for that one. Is there a way to quit? Yeah, so you just press select to escape that. You can collect clues from the body. Oh, nice. So it's just getting proper detective-ish. Detective-ish. So there's the heart. Have they left the
The
heart?
killer left the heart right next to the body.
They were looking for something else, it sounded like.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
The heart, obviously, been
Incised
cut out.
stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Look how bloated the feet are. How long has this guy been in the water for? I think that's it from this. So, let's go back to the board. Placed onto open question. So how do we add them in? Oh, it's here, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is like a proper detective game at the moment, which is pretty cool. So we get
Doesn't
the,
look right.
we get the Stephen King vibes with the Alan Wake stuff, and I guess with this we get the true detective style.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance your investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the goals by pressing Y. Okay. Learn more about the victim. Learn more about the killer. Okay, so I'm guessing. Oh, so okay. So we've got the. This is answered the question, and now we have 2 more questions, which we'll find out more by doing more investigation. So, yeah, this is cool.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Visiting the mine place
Need to
does
find
not
more
pause the
clues.
game. Okay, so we can't do that mid-battle, right?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
They were drinking beers, so we would assume they're human and not like darkness.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
I suppose even demons want to drink a Budweiser or something.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display.
Okay, let's find out this
Any idea
answer.
who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was
Nightingale.
FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale.
So they must be related to
Nightingale?
the case, right?
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people. Okay, so
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end.
it looks very different. Let me tell you that.
After that.
What happened? So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map.
What was he looking for? Where Wake
I
is?
bet there's more to that story.
But no happy
Zane?
ending.
Okay, so we have our deduction now. Let's see how this works. Yeah, we don't need to put Sam Lake in the killer section. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like a victim wasn't mentally stable yet. Thornton, yeah, so he knows it's him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
So, yeah, what the hell happened to him? Do we have the beers?
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now.
Looking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Definitely an interesting mechanic to the game.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I suppose that depends on how into the story you are, though. I guess some people will probably just want to get to shooty with enemies, so... premeditated or spontaneous. The beer bottles left nearby means that they were there for a while, unless they just chugged them all. While they wait for a victim. Tripod, so they were ready to film something, so... It seems premeditated, right?
They planned for the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
And why was he in the
Why
water
here?
in the first place?
Why now?
I'm liking this. This is like me trying to figure out the investigation as we go along.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head.
This is my
See
design.
What they saw. Feel what they felt.
This is Will Graham.
Use
Come on.
whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Case board. You can use profiling inside Saga's mind to get inside the heads of the suspects and beat them. This is cool. I'm liking this.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst one. Oh, man, we're getting Twin Peaks. We're getting Stephen King now. We're getting Hannibal in the mix. True Detective in the mix. Anything else they want to add in? Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people. Okay. Oh god, he looks horrible. Missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
So does she have special abilities to be able to know stuff like that? If she's a character of Fake's imagination, Wake's fiction, then maybe he gave her that power.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't
Somebody's
some
in there.
random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
So he came from the lake. How did he get there in the first place? He must have been like absorbed into it, into the dark place somehow.
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, I can see me just like taking my time with this game,
This
like
one of
just
your hunches,
really
Anderson?
reading everything, looking at
Something
everything.
happened at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
So we're
When
called.
you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at
So
night.
we're Saga
Possibly.
Anderson.
The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
So as I was saying, Saga Anderson, could we possibly be related to, was it Thor Anderson? One of the gods of Asgard? Oh god. Scared me. Oh man. Resident Evil 4 vibes. Do we have a flashlight? Very creepy. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware her spirit may still haunt this place. Would that be Barbara Jagger? I could be going in a complete wrong direction here, but we will see where it takes us out. Witch's Hut. Let's just go down here and hopefully we only make our way back to
I'll
Alex.
be back in a second.
Roger.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Ugh, we could have made that decision before walking into it. God, this game looks stunning. Forgetting that one. Where's the map? What's the button to get the map out? Surely we don't have to go on there and then press that.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
So, theories. Oh, we're gonna somehow open up like a multiverse where Alex Casey actually becomes Max Payne, and then we've got the Max Payne 1 remake just nicely set up for us. The models there.
I didn't know trees got that big.
A witch with no heart.
Ah, yeah.
Strange echo of
Jagger.
Outlander.
So, in the original, Thomas Zane ripped out Barbara Jagger's heart and filled it with light or something like that. Mysterious stories about Lake it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, of which a cauldron of the lake really was. A dropped ladle grew into a large tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers, if she was not a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Locked it in a box. So it's kind of echoing, well, obviously Barbara Jagger and Thomas Aim, but it's making me think of the clicker in the shoebox that Zane left. Prince.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
So we have a page here which is warping, which means it's been warped into existence or something.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Manuscript. Do we get to read it? Oh, we can read it. Oh, it's hard to read. And there was the page, this page, first page they had found. The first step down into the terrifying depths. Felt like a message was a message, not the last. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here. 13 years, he's suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual. Reading the words, these words... Someone knew they were here, even if they know it would, leading them to an I can't read that one. How could they, possible mystery to them? Okay, intriguing. Oh, just now we pick it up and read it. Great. How many of you guys did that?
A page full of text on one side, not a printout, written with a typewriter, old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way.
Likewise.
Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Anything else to add to the case board? Footprints emerging from under the rock. What, he walked through a boulder doesn't make sense.
I think he came from the lake.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
But his tracks make no sense.
And not making sense gives us more
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
answers to how weird this case is. So it's something, right? We're deducing that everything is wrong here.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
What are we looking for? Oh man, look at that. If you're stuck or unsure how to proceed. Okay, so yeah, we're supposed to be looking at the Mind Palace. The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Something was put
The
inside.
victim was one of their own.
Ooh.
FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival.
Is this Cauldron Lake cabin?
And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold.
I just love this mystery aspect. I just love being able to try and figure it out yourself. It's so cool.
Message. Was a message. Someone
The owls
knew they
are
were
not
here,
what they seem.
what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them.
Looks live action, right?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
This game. I love it already. Previous murders. You have anything to add to that? No. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. So, where are we heading? Down to the lake? Or going back to the crime scene? So we go left and then right. Let's check that. Well, Alex is up there, so I guess we're following him.
You're still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Like, I haven't had any action or anything, and I'm just walking around looking at clues, and I'm already having a great time with this. I don't know if the pace changes throughout the game. If it's when you're playing as Saga, it's more going to be like this for now, and then when you're playing as Alan, it's going to be action, trying to escape. So I have got a clue how it's going to turn out, and that is one of the best things about this. Is just the experience. I'm experiencing it as it comes to me, which I'm having a great time with.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Okay, so there's going to be something in this body, right? Well, they said there was going to be. Find out what happened. Investigate the crime scene. So we're back here. Anything else we're missing?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Is that another page?
A creepy twig sculpture?
Very Blair Witch. Absolutely a cult.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused. Follow these steps. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Okay. So, clearly a cutlass little hideout. Do we have a weapon just in case? Flashlight, that'll do. Ah, I just love the little sound effects I'm hearing. Little clinks and stuff on the rooftop. Really adds to the atmosphere. Got a guitar in here.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Has she dreamt about being in the lake with the deer head? I don't know if that's it, but like if you move really quick, I feel like you can hear like the zips off her jacket. 10-10. Surprisingly clean toilet in a video game. See, all this screams that these cultists are human. They're not demonic, but I guess we'll see. Let's have a look at them pictures up there. So those guys, hunters. Let's be a warning, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano. Something more man-made. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're not that big house by the lake. They're in that big house by the lake. Preparing it. Waterline, real caldera, lava. Engineers, structuring strange machines. Weird. So those guys believe there's a machine underneath the lake. Kind of hope it's not. I'd rather it was something more supernatural. Wait, do we have to follow those orders to try and open that box? What was it? Wash hands, get the chicken out of the fridge and take a nap. So maybe I have to do things in that order, so... We have a sink.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Then we go to sleep. So that didn't do anything. Symbols are on all different objects, though. Ah, okay, I got you. I didn't see that earlier. So, sink. Okay, so we got two triangles going into each other, a hourglass, and we got this. Don't know what I'm going to find in here, though. Number 1. That right? Number 2. Hourglass. Number 3. I think there's that. There we go. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Okay. Pistol ammo. And maybe first aid. So, do we have an inventory? Yes, we do. So we have a pistol, which we can equip. Handgun ammo and a trauma pad. What else do we have here? Increases maximum health. So we got some kind of charm. I don't know if that's DLC or not. I don't know if that was a reorder for the deluxe version. I don't know. Let's go back to the Mine Palace then, shall we, and add some more things to our case board. Originally I was going to do sort of like a first impressions, but I don't think we're going to get a full scope of this, so this is going to be my first impressions, and I think I will be back with another part just to keep progress of it, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to do the full game. I don't know, because we could be looking at a lot of hours here. We'll see. So, Nightingale had something hidden inside him. Can we put that here? Anything else? More going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine the body properly back in town. So he wouldn't let... Oh, I have to take it back to maybe like the mortuary or something first.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
How do we do that? Let's get the body back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Oh, we're going to the
and
diner.
got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Is this a real key now?
Thanks.
not an evil key that takes us to the wrong time and place.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but on my screen where the text is, on the subtitles, there's like weird artifacting around it. And it doesn't look like it's happening on my recording, so perhaps it's just something weird going on with my monitor. Another page? No, just light.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Have a heroic day. Manuscript fragments. Okay. So, manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Palace. So, Alex Casey exists in fiction as the Alex Casey we are working with. Is there a coincidence? There's got to be something more to that story. I don't know. So, upgrade our weapon. So we have 2 manuscript pieces. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This increases the rate of fire, increase magazine size, land 2 headshots. Okay, cool. So there's more to this game with the upgrading of weaponry, which is cool. Something that wasn't there in the original. Once you had your 3 guns, it was basically, that was it in the original. So there's a lot more added to it in terms of customizability, which is good. We've not shot a single bullet yet.
The clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And what? Just to throw it away.
Let's just do this Mind Palace first, and we'll get back to that conversation. So, cases. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Is this its own case?
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Definitely. I found a strange lunchbox. Who left this here? I should keep an eye out for others. Yes. Do you have anything else? Or is that the same thing? Cauldron Lake area. Note here says we're in this together, hero. What do you mean? Who's left? Okay. I'm sure that will make more sense as we get into it. Definitely do get sort of Resident Evil 2 remake vibes, especially obviously we're wearing like the FBI jacket. It's very Leon Kennedy. So we got walking pass. So there's the car. Let me just, in fact, we've probably already been up there, haven't we?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Here we go.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Slight audio up there.
Work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
Welcome to
I
Bright
wasn't sure
Falls.
about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Is it Dayfest again?
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway.
Baffles me if that is
I wanna walk
gameplay,
to the
because that
diner,
looks unreal.
Get a feel for the town.
Is that in engine? Wow. And this is where we're really going to see that ray tracing, that DLSS 3.5 with the reflections and stuff.
The
Like,
diner's just up the waterfront.
check that
Shouldn't
out.
keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Now where do we go? It's very open. Is that the sheriff's department? No. It looks a lot like the seeing it now, even if it was in the first game, but now it looks a lot like the entrance to the Horn's place in Twin Peaks. We just go and talk to everyone. One thing Remedy's always done is just really high detailed like assets on just the littlest things that you can always read. Things have changed since Alan Wake 1. Dude's out here taking selfies.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Pat Main still going. Look at that. So yeah, we're going to be listening to all of these radios. We're going to be watching all the Night Springs TV shows, everything we can get our hands on. Okay. I think I'm going to call it a day for these first impressions. So let me just pause this real quick. First impressions so far, very impressed. Just the way they've brought it all back in, just the mystery of it, the Mind Palace, this whole FBI investigation. It's like being a fish out of water. You're coming into this world as a new character and learning things that you have no idea about, and that could be you if you've not played the first game. So you're kind of put in the shoes of a person who's coming into this new. If you know the lore and everything already, you're just hooked on the mystery. You want to find out more about what's going on here. So story-wise, narrative-wise, loving it. Visuals incredible. I've not even scratched the surface, but just seeing what we've seen then, like the reflections in the town and stuff, looks awesome. Well and truly hooked into this already, loving the mystery, loving the Hannibal Will Graham vibes of Saga's character. And yeah, I think, like I said, this is too short to get a big gist of the game. We've not even seen Alan Wake yet, so I think I'm going to be doing another one of these videos where we get a bit further into it. After that, we will have to make a decision, but for now, this is going to be it. So do let me know down below in the comment sections if you've enjoyed this, if you've enjoyed just seeing this game on PC, if you've enjoyed someone's impressions of it, seeing someone else play the game and their own sort of perception and take on it, especially if it's someone who's, you know, played the first game and all the DLCs and know what's going on with the story. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this so far. And yeah, if you want to see more like this, do subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, comment below and let me know, because I want to know what to do with this, because it's a big game and I don't want to make a decision just yet. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I will be back with another impressions video very soon, so look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.